Ishtam Sapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tatapi Sankadamyam Vandeham Shri Guru Srivata Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnamam Shri Rupam Sagadadam Saganarapudanta Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Bala Sadhana Lalita Shri Sankirtan He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Taptakachita Gauragi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sudha Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vanchakalpatarubhisya Kripa Sindhuyavacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srimad Bhagavatam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayana Namaskritam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Srisam Devim Budedaya Uttanta Praya Subhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevya Bhagavate Uttapashote Bhakti Bhavachana Ekshake Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandaraya Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Hare Krishna. Today we will be speaking about welcome all the devotees for a Srimad Bhagavatam class. Daily Bhagavatam hearing, and I'm fortunate to give class as a service to the Vaishnavas, and I have no qualification, only for the mercy of Guru and Krishna. I'm expressing gratitude and service. Thank you. Today we will be talking about chapter 1, canto 15, sloka number 50 and 51. Chapter 1 is creation, and 15 cantos Pandavas retired timely, and we will be reciting the sloka 50. Draupadi cha tat ajnaya Patinam anupekshitam Vasudeva Bhagavate Ekanta Mat Alpatam Draupadi cha tat ajnaya Patinam anupekshitam Vasudeva Bhagavate Ekanta Matir Padam Draupadi cha tat anyayam Patinam anupekshitam Vasudeva Bhagavate Ekanta Matir Padam. Next, the word to word meaning. Draupadi.
Next number?
50. 1.15.5. Draupadi, the wife of Pandavas.
Wife of Pandavas.
Cha. And. Tada. At the time. Anjaya. Knowing Krishna fully well. Patinam. Of the husbands. Anupeksha. Who did not care for her. Vasudeva. Unto the Lord Vasudeva Krishna. Bhagavati. The personality of Godhead. Exactly. Eka. Ekanta. Absolutely. Mati. Concentration. Apa. God. Tam. Him. The translation purport by Srila ISKCON Prabhupada. Translation. Draupadi also saw that her husband, without caring for her, were leaving home. She knew well about Lord Vasudeva, Krishna, the first day of Godhead. Both she and Subhadra become absorbed in thoughts of the Krishna and attain the same result as their husband. Purport. By flying an aeroplane, one cannot take care of other planes. Everyone has to take care of his own plane. And if there is any danger, no other plane can help another in that condition. Similarly, at the end of the life, when one has to go back home, back to Godhead, everyone has to take care of himself without help rendering by another. The help is, however, offered on the ground before flying in space. Similarly, the spiritual master, the father, mother, relative, husband, and other can all render help during one's lifetime. But while crossing the sea, one has to take care of himself and utilize the instruction formally received. Draupadi had 5 husbands, and no one asked Draupadi to come. Draupadi has to take care of herself without waiting for her great husbands. And because she was already trained, she at once took to concentrate upon the lotus feet of the Lord Vasudeva Krishna, the personality of Godhead. The wives also got the same result as their husband in the same manner. That is to say, without changing their body, they reached their destination of Godhead. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur suggests that both Draupadi and Subhadra, although her name is not mentioned herein, got the same result. None of them had to quit the body. Hare Krishna. So, very powerful sentence they given. We have to concentrate on 2 things. One is flying the plane. What Srila Prabhupada has given example. It's very strong example. We have to understand, and also how Draupadi is so much trained to take care of herself. So these are the 2 points we have to the highlights of today's sloka. So first we have to understand what Draupadi background. So Draupadi background in the previous classes we have been discussed how she has taken. She was previous birth she was a daughter of a Brahmin, and because she didn't got married, she did tapas for Lord Shiva, and she got a boon of 5 husbands and the next life. So that's how she got it. Then from there, her marriage also very thing. They arranged the Swayamvara, and Krishna also was there in Aranya, and Karna also came. But Draupadi diplomatically avoided the Karna, because even though he had a skill to win the this thing Swayamvara, but she is disqualified, saying that she is Karna was a son of a carpenter, and there Arjuna was the Swayamvara. The challenge was the fish was hanged on the ceiling, and people has to see the water, and with the shadow they have hit the eyes of a fish. So that challenge Arjuna won, and he got the hand of Draupadi. And when they went home along with Draupadi, Kunti Maharani, Arjuna said that today we got some gift. Then immediately Kunti said that without realizing what he got it, she told to share with the brothers. So that's how Draupadi has to marry to all the 5 brothers, and she maintained that her celestial thing. So this is the background of that, and with that we will continue with that today's point. So what he says that help us to understand before death, helps are available for us. So that we must be prepared by taking the training, taking help, hearing, and by clarifying doubts, practicing. So all the helps are available from the bona fide spiritual master, and the sadhus, shastras are available how to prepare ourselves for the death. It is not before that death I will, okay, generally people will say that, okay, bhakti we will do at the end when we retired it, that time we will start it. So that is not the right thing. So it is not before the death we have to start practicing. So at the time of death, if you are not ready, then we have to take another body. So there is no other choice. So it is better to, wise thing is we have to be prepared during the course of the life itself, all the things. So that's what the Prabhupada says. Example is very powerful example. That is when you are flying. Yeah. So when you are flying, the help is however care for him without help rendered by another. So everyone has to take of his own plane. So it is our journey, our body he is considering as a plane. So we have to fly ourselves. There is no, we are only the pilots for our plane. So this body, our soul is the pilot and our body is the plane. And if any danger, no other plane can help. Means that the other pilot of other plane cannot help us. Very strong message is conveying the example. So similarly, at the end of the life, one has to go back home, back to God, and everyone has to take care of himself without help rendered by others. So this is the grassroots message. So at the time of death, nobody can help, including our spiritual master. But even though that's what he says, when the plane is on the ground level, the flight engineers will be there. They will check all the things. They will make sure that the flight is ready to take off. So similarly, when we are in ground level, during the practicing time, we have to take help of the Sadhu Shastra, Guru, and clarify how to get ready for the death. So it's very informative. So it's very important for us. So everyone should take care of without taking help of another. So that is even how to mix. That's how we have to be very serious. So how we can, because nobody can help at the end of the life. So help is provided at the ground level only. So Bhagavad-gita says, Bhagavatam says that don't accept a position of a father, mother, guru if you cannot deliver them the cycle of birth and death. So it's also a very powerful message. So we have to take care of all the people, train them, surrounded by the near and dears, everybody, relatives, everybody, we have to train them, and also we have to take help of them. The material relationship between the bodies, not on the soul level. So that is where we have to understand. This is also a very powerful message. The relationship, husband, wife, father, children, parents, guru, all are material body level. So this is a very strong message Prabhupada is telling us. When we quit the body, the relationship is finished. When we die, the relationship is finished. No more body relation. The soul has eternal relationship with Krishna. So our soul is only Krishna. Through the Krishna's connection, we will get connected to another soul. So there is no direct connection between one soul to other soul. So Draupadi also relationship with her husband. 5 husbands are there, but at the time of death, they just walked out. They didn't even bother to ask, okay, are you going to come with me? You have lived together so many years and all the things, no discussion, nothing. They simply walked out. So Draupadi also was trained. Okay, that's how she also got ready for that. In terms of the husband-wife relationship, the duties, it's all bodily platform. So once you leave the body, there is no relationship. It is just cut, that's all. Draupadi has to take care of herself. She is already trained to concentrate on the lotus feet of the Krishna. So this is very powerful message. We have to train our children, our daughters, all the people, how to keep the concentrate on the lotus feet of the. So example is when Draupadi was in forest, there is the Duryodhana sent Durvasa Muni, he asking to go to forest and take prasadam from the Dharmaraja, so Yudhishthira Maharaj. So he also said that you go exactly after noon, so that he will make sure that there won't be any prasadam, because as per their thing is, once all the husbands are eaten, Draupadi takes lastly and she washes the pot, Akshaya Patra, and then she cleans it. That's the end of it. So the Duryodhana knows that tactic of that. He wants to make sure that these Pandavas get cut from the uh, Durvasa Muni. So he exactly, and the same thing also happened. So Durvasa Muni goes exactly lunchtime, and he said that that too with 10,000 disciples he go there, and he goes to Yudhishthira Maharaj and say that we have come all the way, we want prasadam. Then Yudhishthira said, okay, please take bath and come, we will keep the prasadam ready. He goes and tell Draupadi, please keep make ready. She said that, oh, just now I watched all the thing, I cannot get it. So immediately she started meditating on Krishna, please help us. Because if Durvasa get angry, then all curse will, he will curse us. So please help. So Krishna comes and he is asking Bhuksha Devi. He says that I just watched everything, I don't have anything. No, then go see that. When she tilt and turned, no, she found one morsel of rice, small piece of grain will be there. She gives it. Krishna eats that and his stomach is full. And when Krishna is satisfied, entire universe is getting satisfied. That is the very strong message. We have to satisfy the Krishna. Once you've done it, then entire universe is so. Here, when Durvasa, Krishna taken the morsel of rice and immediately Durvasa and their some Sishyas, everybody's stomach is full and they are not feeling hungry also. And then they realize, oh, if I don't go take prasadam, they will, Pandavas will kill us. So from the river, Gaga river itself, they'll run away. So that is the incident when there is a problem, Draupadi immediately recollected that Krishna. So she escaped her mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. Similarly, in another incident when disrobing situation also, even though their husbands are very powerful, strong warriors, but still she couldn't take any help of them. But she always remembered Krishna, and Krishna has given enough saris to protect her chastity. So that's how the training is most important. How to keep our mind to the lotus feet of Krishna is important. So the why when the death comes, when one quits that body, even the next moment we can't even calculate it, what seconds or what minutes it's going to take for the soul to transmigrate into spiritual kingdom. Such a fast it happens. So provided one fix upon the concentration, attention on the lotus feet of Krishna, that is more important. Everybody thinks, general public now outside Krishna consciousness, they'll think that okay, when I die I'll go to Vaikuntha, or when I die I'll go to Sargaloka. They'll think no, it all will happen provided at the time of death, when your mind is kept on the lotus feet, only that happens. Otherwise you will get another body itself here. So that is where the shocking news for all of us. So wife also got the same benefit like an husband also. The same training, same destinations, okay, same principle, same method, everything is same. Only the body is the only different, wife, husband, children, all that. But in principle, the soul doesn't have any body at all, means any differentiation. So this is a male body, this is a female body, only male can do, only female, no. The bhakti is for all. This is no discrimination of men and women, Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, there is no discrimination. All are for the practice of bhakti. So everybody can do the bhakti practice. But the chanting Vedic mantra, only selected people are allowed to do the chanting of mantra. But chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, anybody can do anytime. And this is a must they have to do in this Kali Yuga. So that is how it helps us at the time of death. So Hare Krishna mantra is very, very important to chant and keep it up. Chanakya Pandit also says, in a family, all should be qualified, husband, wife, children, then the harmony happens. If there is a mismatch is there, then the whole system gets disturbed. Chanakya says that there are some enemies, like a husband, father has a lot of debts, means loans, then he is an enemy because his son has to clear the loans. Wife, mother, also an enemy if she is a prostitute. So wife also, she is an enemy if she is so beautiful, because because her own beauty, she gets into uh, uh, she over what do you call that? Let's say constant. She's getting agitated and she'll get disturbed because her beauty is she developed the negativity of that. Okay, I'm beauty. Yeah, right, sir. Yeah, pride she will be getting so that itself, her own beauty itself an enemy to that. And sun is also an enemy if he is not a is a fool or not educated. So these are the enemies. Chanika Pandit clearly said that. So we have to understand the family, the training is how much important in that. So and there are some also the problem is that family doesn't have a mother because mother only can share the love and care to the family. So mother is plays a major role in that. And also wife should be very humble and run the show. Here if she is arrogant, always quarrel with the husband, fighting for every day, and then Chanakya says that it's very well he can go to the forest instead of staying at home. No difference between forest and the house if she is going on fighting every day. So the bottom line is balancing is important. Everybody should be qualified. Here, that is where the qualification is very important. And keep the Krishna as the husband, wife, as the harmoniously work and keeping the Krishna in the center. If we keep Krishna in the center of the family, then everything will go smoothly. There won't be any issues. One of the devotee, he went to Vrindavan, he purchased 20 japamalas and he's a grihastha. And his mentor is asking, why are buying 20 japamalas and bagan? He said that no, whenever I was chanting, my wife sees me chanting, she throws the japamala outside. So to continue chanting, I have to take another mala and do it. So he has a very tough time in the family to do devotion. And then his mentor says that don't worry, there is no other way to get out of it because you are the grihastha, you have to continue this way only. And after many years, again he meets his mentor in the Vrindavan, and he is asking how is your grihastha life is going. He said that yes, it's very nice. How is your wife doing? Oh, she is doing seva. That transformation happened because keeping Krishna in the center. So, Krishna makes the changes. Okay, even the heart, stone heart also will melt. So only thing we should have an endeavor constantly, and we have to try to do our sadhanas. So by this sadhana, Krishna will please, and he will make the harmony within the family. So these are the living example that anything can happen if Krishna decides. So with this chapter 50, sloka 50 is completing, and 51 is just a summary. So we will recite that. With that, we will close this chapter 15 itself. 51, sloka 51. It's a small conclusion only. So yes. Yeah. Yes, Pradayata Bhagavat Prayanam. Yes, Pradayat Pandu Sutanam It Sampriyanam. It Samprayanam. Snati Layam Swatiyayanam.
Santiyalam Sastayanam
Pavitram Labhava Pradahu Bhaktim Upayat Siddham.
Labdavaharo Bhaktim Upaiti Siddhim.
Little complicated twist and turn of the word. I could block that to understand. Okay, so translation for Prabhupada, His Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. The subject of the departure of the sons of Pandu for ultimate goal of life, back to God, is fully auspicious and is perfectly pure. Therefore, anyone who hears this narration with the devotional faith certainly gains the devotional service of the Lord, the highest perfection of life. I repeat, the subject of the departure of the son of Pandu for the ultimate goal of life, back to Godhead, is fully auspicious, is perfectly pure. Therefore, anyone who hears this narration with the devotional faith certainly gains the devotional service of the Lord, the highest perfection of life. So here the message from this sloka is, anyone who hears this narration with the devotional faith certainly means guaranteed that gains the devotional service of the Lord. We'll get to that. So we'll get the devotional service of the Lord, we'll get it provided we have the faith to hear this narration. So it's very much. So Bhagavatam is such a powerful one. And Prabhupada's perpetuity. Srimad Bhagavatam is narrated about the personality of Godhead and the devotees of the Lord like Pandavas. The narration of the personality of Godhead and his devotee is absolute in itself. And thus hearing with the devotional attitude is association with the Lord, constant companion of the Lord. By process of the hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam, one can attain highest perfection of life, namely going back to home, back to Godhead without fail. So this is a powerful message, clearly it's given. So by hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, one can attain the highest perfection of life. So there are so many literature, so many books are there. Okay, yesterday also Prabhu was there in the class, he was saying it's a Galitam, so it's a ripened fruit. Just by hearing Bhagavatam daily, we simply will get that love of God. So highest perfection of life, namely going back home, back to God without it. So there is nothing beyond we required in this life. So it's fully trained. Earlier class also we have discussed it. It's like crystal clear. Just to read the Bhagavatam and practice, we can easily go back to God without any hindrance. That much of guarantee Prabhupada is giving on this. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Doubts?